are experiencing the third largest banking failure in U.S. history, just 2 days after SVB Bank was forced to shut down by the FDIC. Now Signature Bank in New York shut down. There are several grocery stores that will be closing this week, and in the next couple of weeks, even more will close. We've heard about this time and time again. I have reported story after story, and nothing seems to change. It's all the same reasoning behind it. Foot traffic, pandemic, can't afford the freight, can't afford the cost of the goods. Those are some of the things that are listed as to why they are closing. And even though some are opening up some, they're still shutting others. Let's talk about it. Good morning. What's up, fam? Welcome back to Tommybites TV. How are y'all doing? Tommybites TV in Homestead. How are y'all doing today on this Monday? So I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. I had a doctor's appointment. And then I went by to see my oldest daughter, and I found out that my grandkids didn't have school today. So I get to see my grandkids. So I'm so excited about that. But I just want to share that little bit with you guys because I haven't seen them in maybe a month. I mean, I see them on video, but I haven't seen them. So I'm looking forward to seeing them in a few minutes. I had to stop by this place that my sister told me about. They had really good, look like fried fish. So yeah, I'm about to eat some fried fish, y'all. I know it's gonna get ate today. So let me just show you guys this food. It looks so good. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm gonna be tearing this up the minute I get done with this video. I want to, first of all, welcome all of my new subscribers and my returning subscribers. I enjoyed reading your comments on my last video. All of the videos, I enjoy reading the comments, but especially the last video that had my husband in. That was like, some of the comments were really funny. Some of them were like, oh my gosh. But guys, it is so important that we stock up. We see what's happening with the bank situations. I've posted a number of videos about banks closing, from Bank of America to Wells Fargo, and I'll leave those linked in the description if you want to check it out if you have not seen those. But just note, when you put your money into the bank, it is no longer your money. Yes, sure, you can say I got my money here, and sure, you can see that it's in the account. But if something like this happens, like what happened Friday, you won't have access. You may not have access to those funds. On Friday, a lot of those people didn't have access to their funds. And I'm talking about millions of dollars that these companies had into this SVB Bank, Silicon Valley Bank in California. Now, on Sunday, a whole nother bank, Signature Bank, shut its door. Yeah, Sunday, they're closed anyway, right? But they closed their doors as well. Now, I'm feeling like it is a bank bailout, even though everyone is saying it is not. But if you're helping them get out of that situation, then you're bailing them out. So enough of talking about the bank, guys. Just, make sure you have some funds on you in case a situation like that take place, and you're not that one standing in that line waiting on the banks to open their doors so you can go in just to get money out. So just try to keep those things on you. Maybe think about investing in gold and silver. I don't know much about that, so that's why I don't talk about that. My husband does do silver, but I don't. But what's his is mine, and what's mine is his. So we're about to get to the stores. Just give me 1 second to say, I see what is happening in California, and my hearts and my prayers, sympathies go out to everyone who is dealing with the flood that's going on, with the breach of the levee that is happening. And this stuff is going to continue to happen if they are not fixing infrastructure, if they're not putting money into that, if they're pulling it out and putting it somewhere else. I mean, I don't know where all that money came from to go to Ukraine, But that's neither here nor there. What I'm about to show you, I may end up having to delete this out of my video later. So you better watch it now and share this video out with other people. But it's something to think about. And this could have just been a skit when this person was a comedian before they became the president of Ukraine.
When he was an actor, because this is what I see. When I see this face, I see him dressed in heels dancing. Here he is, an actual video of him formerly as an actor. Brace yourselves, fools. Okay, he's in latex boots if you're listening to this podcast. He's winking. He's got his belly out. He's in black-heeled boots.
Like I said, no judgment here. But we sending a lot of money over there, millions and millions of dollars over there. Are we sure it's not being padded? It's not all going to military? Another thing to look at is cloud seeding. I've been looking into that, and I know for a fact that California is one of those states that have been doing cloud seeding and agrees with it because of the drought that they are experiencing, meaning they're sending rods up into the clouds and increasing the storms. Expect to see more of this happening, whether it's severe snow like they're getting in California, and then on the other hand, getting all of this rain. It makes no sense. Stop playing God. Let things be what they're going to be. Sometimes you just have to do that. It's a life cycle. So anyway, let's get into the store closures. So let's get to these stores. First on the list is, I got my notes. A grocery store called Green Zebra is known for its kombucha slushies. Will be closing all of their locations on March 31st. Apparently, this store has been in business for 10 years, so it's not just a overnight store that's all of a sudden shutting down. But they say that they have been kind of holding on by the threads ever since the pandemic began, just to keep up. And they can't afford the freight. They can't afford the cost of the goods and things of that nature, and also taxes. So number 2 on the list is Walmart. Walmart is definitely going to make the list anytime I'm doing a video. I have so many Walmart videos, Walmart news stories. So anyway, let's get to it. We all know it's the ones that's in Portland. They're closing their last 2 and only 2 stores in Portland. So I forgot to tell you that first one, the Green Zebra grocery store, is also in Portland, Oregon. So they're losing 2 different stores in Portland, Oregon. Y'all, it's going to be a food desert out here. I'm telling you, you better start growing your food and becoming more self-reliant, because you just, like Joe Biden said something. I don't usually care for much of what he say, but what he said was, my father knew that the government should at least understand my circumstance, even if they don't fix my circumstances. So the government's not here to fix our circumstances. That's up to us. Get busy, y'all. Get busy. So the Walmart Portland, Oregon, is closing both their locations. And they're also closing a location that's in DC. And both are closing March 24th. Sprouts is next on the list. It is closing all 11 of their stores. Now, they are opening up around 30 stores, if I'm not mistaken. But they are closing 11 locations in Texas, California, Georgia, Florida, Washington, D.C. Number 4 is Amazon Go. They're closing 8 existing tech-driven locations, 2 in Seattle and 2 in New York, 4 in San Francisco. Number 5 is Aldi. Aldi is opening 49, Aldi opened 49 stores since 2022. March 21st, they are closing in the suburbs of Lower Burrell. Just closed locations in Minneapolis, Fort Worth, Texas also. So Aldi, although they're not closing as many as Walmart and these other stores, they are from time to time having some struggles with certain locations. I only have 7. We're at number 6 now. Stop and Shop, Highland Park, New Jersey on March 23rd. You will be losing a location, and they just lost a location in Brooklyn, New York. Last but not least is definitely Kroger's. Kroger's is the largest supermarket operator, and they are closing 2 stores in Ohio this week, in Dayton, Ohio, which is their home where they originated. But they are opening, for those 2 that they are closing, they're opening one large, like a super Kroger. It's actually a super Kroger here in Columbia, South Carolina. That was the first time I ever went to that store. I did a video on it. That store is humongous. You hear me? But listen, people are losing their jobs. People are gaining jobs. It's a give and it's a take. The only thing you can depend on is yourself, though. This is why I'm committing to not just giving you news that you can use here on Tommybites TV and Homestead, but to actually give you the homestead part, to actually show you how I'm gardening. I'm not a master gardener. I've only been gardening since 2020 when the pandemic hit. It's people that's been gardening way longer. But if I can do it, you can do it. And you can grow in small spaces. You can grow in buckets. You can grow in cups. Whatever it takes to get that food on the table and just have more control of what you put in your house and in your family, because you don't know how they're growing their food, how they're raising their food, what chemicals they are using, or even if the food is going to make it to the grocery stores, because sometimes you walk in there and the shelves are still looking bare. Just went in Sam's the other day. Yes, they had meat lined up, a whole lot of beef and pork, but when it came over to the chicken, they still had refrigerant coolers, or whatever you call them, over there that was not full. I mean, completely empty, bare. But guys, I care about you. That's the reason I bring you these stories. Please help this channel out. Every like, every share, every comment can help this channel grow, can help this channel financially, honestly. You know, we struggle just like the next people struggle. We just try to do a little more on the back end so that the struggle is not as bad. So take care, stay safe. See you guys in the next video. I love you. Yes, I said it. If no one told you today, remember, I love you. But God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. And when you are, go out and spread God's love with distance. Peace, love, and light. Thanks so much for being here on Tommybites TV and Homestead.
I really wanted to get it right. Trying to find some balance in